you prefer the news, the weather, or the sports, you can have it all anytime you want. With MediaNet, you can have over 150 functions at your fingertips. If you would like to see just how easy and simple MediaNet is to operate, just come by any of our 6 stores for a free demonstration. Just another reason to do business with Southeastern Cellular.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boyz Toys. You know, you've been asking me for 8 months when I was going to do it again. Me and Marlon Love is going to give you 2 weeks of nothing but cars that are for sale. I tell you all the time on the show, you know, if you want a nice original car or street rod, you need to go buy one if you're not a mechanic or a body man. But Austin Hines Motors right here in Arab, Alabama is where you need to buy it. 67 Chevelle convertible. I'm going to show you cars all this week and all next week. And these cars are sitting right here at Austin Hines Motors with about another 100 cars. I mean, he's got cars that are completely ready, or he's got cars that you can work on. You know, you can buy them and fix up or do anything you want to do. Sit back, relax. We'll be right back as soon as I get Marlon up here. We're going to start with this one, and we got Chevrolets, we got Fords, we got a little bit of everything. You don't want to miss this week or next week's show. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boyz Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boyz Toys.
We're in the beautiful showroom of Billy Beatty Auto Super Center right here in Oxford, Alabama. Billy, welcome back to Big Boyz Toys. He was the first car dealer on Big Boyz Toys, and he is back.
Thank you, Barry. We're glad to be a sponsor of Big Boyz Toys. We want to invite all of our customers, previous customers. Barry, we got almost 200 cars on this lot. I've been in car business here all my life in Calhoun County, and we want to invite in all of our customers, any new customers. We love to trade here, Barry. Even you've bought 4 cars from us in the last 2 years.
I've bought a lot of cars here, and hey, you old guys, when you come down here, he's a car enthusiast too. You got vets sitting around here, Camaros. He can show you anything you want to see, but his specialty is these late model cars that's just gorgeous. By the next 2 weeks, time these next 2 shows over, you're going to think Marlon's trying to get my job, because you're going to see a lot of me and him, because he's the #1 guru up here at Austin Hines Motors in Arab. And like I told you beginning of the show, if it can be had, Austin Hines has got it right here in Arab, Alabama. Marlon Love, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. All right, let's start with this Chevelle right here, 67 convertible.
67 convertible, big block, disc brakes, which is rare. You don't find too many convertible. This is a clone car. Clone car means that it was actually a Malibu convertible. It's been converted over. They put a big block in it, got the 12 bolt, got the disc brakes on it, power steering. It's what everybody's looking for.
And a lot of people, you know, that don't know cars like me and you know them, they wouldn't be able to tell a clone.
Right.
Now, me and you can tell the difference.
Right.
But a lot of people that's just looking for a car, they can't tell the difference. And a lot of times, you take a clone like this, if you do it right, a Malibu is just about identical to a SS,
right,
except what Chevrolet put on them in 67.
Right.
The same body, I mean, same fenders, same everything. It's just a little bit of different stuff they put on it.
The only thing that Somebody really knows their cars. The only way to give it away is your Super Sports or a 138 code car. First 3 digits in the VIN and on the cow tag out under the front. Malibu's 136, 135, 137.
See, that's something else we're going to do the next 2 weeks. We're going to take you to school on how to determine if it's real or if it's not real. You come up Austin Hines and he's going to tell you it's a clone, it's not a clone, it's original. Now this one, how long have you had this car?
We've had this car 2 days. This is a new piece of inventory. So we
You
thought
heard
we'd
that,
put
2
it on
days.
Big
That
Boyz
means
Toys.
somebody's going to come see it and somebody will buy it, so you need to come look at it first. Now, was it like this when you got it? Was it from around here?
We bought the car. We've got a guy that does some restoring for us, and we've got another convertible he's working on that is our car, and he built this one, and then we turned around and bought the car. It's a red-on-red car with a white top.
Now, how long does it usually take him?
Usually, most of your guys to do a ground-up restoration, if they've got about 2, 3 guys working with them, good 8 months on a good deal, and most of them will go over a year, though.
I talk to people, and they say, Barry, how long does it take to actually restore one of these? I said, actually, that's determined by how many people's working on it and if they know what they're doing.
Right.
You know, I've known people that said they worked on a car for 5 years. Obviously, they didn't know what they was doing. Well, they took it apart and got help putting it back together. Because if you take one of these cars apart and don't know what you're doing, it's tough putting it back together.
Yes, sir. Mark everything.
This one sets inside or outside?
This is an inside car.
And if you wonder why I'm saying inside or outside, if you've never been to Austin Hines, come right up here. It's on 231, right? That's right, 231, right here in Arab. And when you come by, you can't miss it. I mean, it's 100 cars back there behind me. The showroom is full of cars. It's old cars, and I don't care if you're looking for Chevrolet, Ford, Mopar. I've seen several Mopars. We're going to show you a couple of Mopars this week or next week one. Mopars, you name it, they're here.
We've got a little bit of everything, and we do a lot of the street rod stuff too.
And y'all change. Y'all have a lot of turnover.
Right.
A lot of cars come and go.
We opened in the first month of 06. We're into the 7th month of our 2nd year, and I'm going to say we've sold somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 to 160 cars. Our inventory right now is back up to 230.
And that's 230 cars of anything you want. That's, like I told them at the beginning of the show, I mean, if they want to do work on one, you've got them too.
Right. We've got project cars. We've got what I call a basket car. Bring you 2 pickup in the trailer to take it home. We've got them all the way down to that.
Now, anything else to do with this except drive it?
That one's ready to go. It's a turnkey job there.
This show is just Austin's, featuring Austin's cars and the ones that sell. Do you want to tell the prices in these cars as we go?
Yeah, I can if you need
and
to.
So you people now are looking at these cars. You're seeing the inside, the outside, the motor. You're seeing everything about this car. And what we're going to do, we're going to tell the prices so you know the price range of what they want for this car. Now, if you come up and talk to them, you might get a dicker. I don't know. Depends on if you talk to Austin or Marlon. Now, what's the price on this
This
one?
car here is $34,500.
$34,500, and it's ready to go. I mean, it's all you got to do is put a key in it, put gas in it, and go to cruising.
That's it.
Tell you what, good looking Chevelle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
Y'all relax. What we got next, Marlon? Nova.
Got a 65 Nova wagon.
Hey, good looking thing. We'll be right back. Piedmont Outdoors, Main Street, Piedmont, Alabama is the place to go for the most name brand products in one location. They carry Steel, Snapper, Mahindra tractors, John Deere equipment, clothing, and even toys. But most of all, they're the Can-Am and Arctic Cat all-terrain vehicle dealer for this area. They also have all the accessories and equipment you need for your ATV for hunting, or if you just want to be sport riding, they've got it all. It's worth the drive to Piedmont, Alabama from anywhere for their selection and savings. Go by today or call them at 256-447-7211. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. The Courthouse Cafe, downtown Anniston, right beside the courthouse, under new ownership and management. Angie Mabry and her staff have breakfast specials each and every day. Lunch specials, there's something different each and every day. Orders to go, she said, not a problem. You can get orders to go anytime she's there. She was voted the best ribs in Calhoun County for 07, and she said butts, ribs, and chicken, she's the best in Calhoun County. Give them a call today at 741-1691, or stop by the Courthouse Cafe, tell them Barry Miller sent you. You never know, you might catch me at eating lunch one day. We'll see you there. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Well, Marlon's here again. Like I said, Marlon, you're going to think he's got my job before we get done next 2 weeks. 65 Nova wagon. Tell me a little bit about this one, Marlon.
Little 65 Nova wagons. Still got the original little 283 in it. Still got the little power glide. This car, we bought this car. The interior is the original interior except the carpet. Carpet has been replaced. Cars had one repaint, and when they restored the car, they put disc brakes on the car, which that helps a lot of them. The old style brakes didn't stop as quick. And it's got the 14-inch rallies, flat centers and bands. And the car is actually a dark navy blue. It might appear to be black with the dark blue and bright blue inside, two-tone.
And I noticed by the windshield, this car has been to cruising the coast.
Yes, sir.
It has been there because it's got cruising the coast up there. We got about another month and a half. We'll be back down there again. I asked him earlier if Austin was going. Austin wasn't here yet, but he's here now. I'll ask him in a little bit. Now this one, was it from around here? Or?
Yes, well, the car is actually, the people moved from Florida, and they moved in over around Coleman, and we bought the car from them after they had got to town. Didn't have a garage in the house they moved to, didn't want to leave it sitting outside, and we bought the car.
That's the way you find a lot of cars when they move in and stuff.
And we get a lot of people that know we're in the business, and they just come to us, you know.
And you people that watch the show each and every week, you know, and you hear me talk about Austin Hines, and you see his commercial on the show. This show and next week's show, we're going to actually let you see some of what's here.
Right.
Not all of what's here. And you say, well, I live in Tuscaloosa. It's too far to drive to A-Rat. Well, I'm showing you the cars this week, next week, and all they got to do is just call you.
That's it.
Hey, if you call him and Austin's standing over you. I ain't asked him yet, but I believe Marlon would bring it to you if you got the money.
I will. We've got the delivery set up. We have the trucks to transport them. You buy 6 cars, I'll transport 6 of them.
6 at one time. See,
That's
so all
it.
you got to do is say, I want this one, and you just bring them to us.
That's it.
Now, this is actually a dark blue.
Dark navy
Now,
blue.
The seats you said is original.
Original door panels, original seats, original headliner. Carpet is the only thing been replaced in a little car.
Now, how do they keep a car this old with the original,
Right.
seats and stuff like that? Because I put Armor All on my stuff. People say, you're crazy to put that Armor All. Well, I put it on to protect it because a lot of the old cars, the dash cracks. And if you've got seats like this, it's got a little leather on it, they want to crack. But it's weird that this one, it's still got the original. Somebody took care of it.
Yeah. Car's been took real good care of. But I think the main thing on it is because it's a wagon. A lot of the wagons are just starting to come around. Everybody's wanting the little wagons to cruise in. And that was like the grandma and grandpa car or the mama grocery car, and nobody wanted them. And I think those cars just didn't get the rougher treatment like the muscle cars did.
And the chrome and all, did they replace it, or is that original?
No, that's all original chrome on the car.
They must have had this thing setting up somewhere.
Yeah, car was, like I said, it has had one repaint, and most all the little wagons they were two-tone. They had white tops. When they repainted this car, they put it all back one color.
And these little Novas so good back in 65, 66. I remember when I was 66, I was about 11 years old, but I can remember back then, you seen a lot of these little cars.
Sure did.
And that's what's actually coming back, because I tell people tell me all the time, these old cars are coming back. Everywhere they look, everywhere they see, it's old cars.
That's it.
And it's just...
It's a good investment.
And it's been going forever. That's what I tell my wife on my 75 Stingray. I said, it's paid for, it sits there. I think I put 200-some miles on it in 3 years. I said, it don't eat, it don't drink, and it don't fuss. And it gets more in value every year. It's worth more money every year that I let it sit there. So this
and
is
if she throws you out, you got a place to stay.
Throws you out, I'm going to take the car with me. She tells me, but I can't throw him out because his garage has got air conditioning, TV. I got everything in the shop. So she said she can't chunk me out because I got more out there than I got in the house. So this is turnkey too. All you do is
it's ready to go.
So we've got some that you might want to do a little work to, but most of them you're going to see this week, next week is ready to go. Appreciate it. Marlon's going to be right back. All we got to do is move this and then pull the next. I think the next is the green one, right?
Yep, 69 Camaro.
Camaro's coming up next. Y'all guys don't want to miss this Camaro. We'll be right back. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. You don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes. Any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Marlon's back, 1969 Camaro. Marlon, I'm going to shake his hand a bunch of times the next 2 weeks. Tell me about the Camaro.
69 Camaro, 350 engine. Car's been pretty much frame-off restored car here. And this is another car that just a local person wound up with 2 or 3 cars and didn't have room to keep up with everything and brought this car and we bought it. This is a local car. It's a foam green, black vinyl top, got like a mid-green interior. It's got the wood grain wheel, 350 engine. It's got the rally stripe on the nose. Car's power brakes. About most I can tell you. All the chrome stuff's new on it.
Question I'm going to ask you, I was going to ask you, Austin, one today, but people ask me all the time when we talk about Austin Hines or mention. They say, where in the world do they find all of them old cars? Because you can't, the times of riding around out in the country and finding one in the barn is over.
Right. They're not out there no more.
And if they are, the people, I don't care if they're 80 years old, they know what they were.
That's it. And I'll let out a little secret because Austin's not here right now, so he can't get on
He's
me and
inside.
hit me.
He can't get on you.
He's 64-year-old. He's been messing with these cars a long time, and people knows he buys, trades, and stuff. So he gets a lot of cars just brought to him. People just load them up on the trailer and come do business. Come bring the car and sell it to us.
Austin's 64.
He's 64.
Oh, he old, ain't he? We said that on TV too. He old, but he.
I'm gonna have to get your job now.
Yeah, but believe you me, y'all, this man might be old, but Alzheimer's is not in his vocabulary because that man is smart when it comes to a car.
If you don't ask his wife.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, if you want to dicker about the price, you better catch Marlon.
That's it.
Because if you talk to Austin, Austin said you can buy it at that price or you don't buy it.
That's
it don't
it.
make much difference.
Yeah, you'd rather deal with me. I'll be in the little and sell you the car.
Yeah,
Austin's got one price.
Yeah, Austin got one price. You either want it, you don't want it. And Austin says it ain't. He does like it. He said it ain't eating or drinking.
That's it.
Now, is this one from? You said local here.
It's a local car.
When y'all got it, did y'all have to
We
redo
have. The only
it?
thing we've done to this car right here is a little soap and water. It's exactly the way we got the car.
Because looking at these cars, I don't know who he's got on the payroll that cleans and redoes these engines and all, but these cars under the hood looks brand new on every one of them.
We've got a couple boys that work here, and one of the boys has actually worked with me on and off probably 14 years. And I've been messing with these cars since I was 16, and I'm 53 this year, so that'll give you a little insight on me.
I was going to ask him a while ago, did he remember back when we used to drive this, that, and the other? He can remember because he's older than I am, and I can remember. So this one's also ready to go.
It's ready to go. Put the key in it and crank her up.
You said a lot of people come up and ask you, what are the most cars people look for? Chevrolets, Fords, or is it a mixture?
Here lately, I would say we're seem to get a lot more people in on the Mopars and the Ford product, but we still have a lot of people that come in on the Chevrolet because that's what we're the biggest in is the Chevrolets, but we're slowly getting more into the Mopar and the Mustang stuff.
And Mopars are actually hard to find.
They're real
it's
hard
hard
to
find a good Mopar anywhere.
Right.
I ask people, guys that's got Mopars, I said, what do they do, crush all them things? Because you don't see a lot of Mopars.
No.
Unless you go down to my buddy Tim Welburn down in Alex City, and he got a whole 3 shops full of them. I mean, he got tons of them. But you just don't see a lot of them at the car shows at cruise-ins. You go to any of these cruise-ins around here, and it's very seldom you'll see a Mopar.
Right. Right now, we're probably the most we've had. We've probably got 8 right now, and we started, we had 0. So
and you
we
sell a
are
lot of
building up
trucks,
some.
too, don't you? You've
Yeah,
got the customized trucks, the original trucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got one on the show. Well, we got a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
It's like I tell people, they come see you. They're looking at it now, but they actually come see you. They can sit in the car. They can drive the car. They can listen to it, check. And a lot of people, when they buy an old car and they make an investment like this, they're going to check it from front to rear.
Right.
And you can answer the question.
Do my best.
Because you've been doing it a long time.
If it's not on the showroom and they're looking for a turnkey car, don't leave without asking because we have a storage building that holds 45 to 50 cars that are finished also, like the showroom.
Yeah, you know, I was telling you, I was here, and it's got a showroom full in there, 100 and some out here, but you go right up the road here, I've been there, right on up the road here, about 2 miles on the right, and they got another building full of cars. So you'd think Austin Hines got every old car made in the state of Alabama, many as he's got.
It looks like it when you come by here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all you Ford lovers, we got you one coming up next. We'll be right back. Coosa Valley Sales, 231 right here in Crockwell, Alabama, has anything you want at one place. Homesteader trailers, lone wolf trailers, open, enclosed trailers, car haulers, dump trailers, they got it. Golf carts, they get any type of golf carts you want there also. You people need storage buildings, he's got any side storage building. They got one of the prettiest wood gazebos you've ever seen right out front. You can't miss it when you go by Coosa Valley Sales on 231. Stop by and see Dale or Bonnie today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, or call them at 205-369-7603. Crawford Office Supply right here in Anniston moved into the brand new location, 2,500 square foot building right there on Layton Avenue. Anything to deal with office supplies, Crawford has it right there in stock. Pens, papers, pencils, anything. Scratch and dent furniture, brand new office furniture, filing cabinets, you name it, it's right there. They have free delivery also for all their products. Hey, if you need something that they don't have in stock at Crawford Office Supply, guess what? They can order it. 1 or 2 days, they got it in stock. Go by today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, something that's on everyone's mind all the time is insurance. I've got your answer. 2 great agencies are now one. Reeves and Black Insurance Agency, 111 East 7th Street, Anniston, Alabama, can handle all of your insurance needs. They have auto, antique insurance, homeowners insurance, and mobile home insurance. You know, the Alabama law now is everyone has to be insured. So if you have never had insurance before or had a problem getting insurance, call them today and get a free quote. Contact Jim, Jason, Sharon, or Geraldine. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call and see if they can help you with all of your insurance needs. Call them today at 256-237-0972. LT Hall Harley-Davidson right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Charles Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. All right, Ford people, I told you, he's got them all. 71 Ford Mustang. Marlon, tell me about this.
It's a 71 Mustang, got power top, convertible, factory 4-speed car, power steering, factory air. It's got the Mustang 500 wheels on it, got the snorkel hood. This car here, we actually picked this car up at an auction. So we do hit the big auctions and everything. We do make them and cruise. This car here was bought at a cruise auction.
Now, what size motor did you say this in?
This is 302.
302 with a 4-speed.
4-speed.
Was it a lot of 4-speed cars made with convertibles? I didn't think there was a lot of Mustangs made with some of them had the automatic.
Right. Most of your convertibles, you don't see a lot of 4-speeds in them. This is one of them. And it's a super nice little car.
Now, the Mustangs, I say this all the time, been staying for 6 years. Mustang come out in 1964 and a half as the first year. Mm-hmm. They've never stopped producing.
Nope.
You know, the Vet skipped a year, skipped 83. Right. 83. And the Camaros has stopped, and they're going to come back out with a Camaro. But the Mustang is a car, they have never stopped making it, and it's still one of the populous cars on the road.
Oh, yeah. It's probably, in the last couple of years, the only real muscle car produced except the Corvette. You know,
now, this is called what color?
I've had it called 2 or 3 different colors. To me, it's a bright yellow, almost like a Daytona yellow. But I don't really know what Ford calls their yellow, to be honest with you.
It looks similar to my Millennium yellow on my Vet. It's similar to the same, because you got several different yellows. Now,
right.
Now, this is a newer Ford, like the 64 sitting over there. It's a light yellow, but
right.
I like you while I go mustard yellow. It looks more like mustard than it does anything to me. Now, now did they have to, this have been restored?
This car had been done. This car's been restored probably, I'm going to say 5 or 6 years. And people drove the car and enjoyed the car. And like I said, we picked it up at one of the big auctions.
This one is completely original too?
Yes, sir.
Because we're going to tell you, some of them's got different motors, some of them souped up a little bit. They got one I was looking at in there a while ago, that's got a house in it.
Yeah.
I mean, but they've got different things, but this is original. You know, in Mustang 70, 71, well, 70 was a little different, but 71, 72, 73, they kept just 71, 72, the body style.
Right.
And then they got a little bit longer with them.
Yeah.
Except for the convertibles.
Right.
But the Mustang is just like the Chevelles was. They kind of keep, if it's sold good, they keep that same body style for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and then when they did change it, it usually a little change in the front end on the tail end.
For me, they're like the Chevelles. They 66, 67, just about identical, except the grill and the tail light. 68, 69, same. 70, now 70, 71, 72, they stayed there 3 years in.
Oh, yeah.
Because it must have sold real good. So this is turnkey and ready to go, too.
It's ready to go.
I didn't ask on the Nova. What's the price on this?
This car here is $24,500.
$24,500. That's, hey, you Mustang people, that is cheap for one that's ready to go, completely restored. All you got to do is drive it.
That's it.
If you found this car out, say in a barn somewhere, that somebody had it sitting there for 20 years and it had a little rust on it, top didn't work, it was about rotted off, motor hadn't been cranked in 5 years, and you got to redo the interior, redo the motor, redo the top, paint it, restore it, you're going to spend $40,000.
Oh, yeah.
Restoring
easy.
this car.
If you do most of the work yourself, you'll spend close to $30,000 on one of them. You're doing it right.
And that's why I tell everybody, if you want a nice car, nice street rod, hot rod, or original car, go to Austin Hines.
That's
Because he's going to have what you want, and all you got to do is pay the money. Because if you can either pay you and just drive it off, or pay somebody else and wait 2 years to drive it off.
That's it.
Because it's just like a car they found out in the barn. It wasn't theirs to begin with. It ain't only value is to them is they want it fixed up. This is ready to go.
If they come in another car and they can't drive it home, we'll put it on a truck and follow them home.
But yes, that's right. Follow them to the house. All right, which one's next?
We got a
Chevelle?
we got a Roadrunner coming up. 74 Roadrunner.
And it's yellow too, but it's not this color yellow. We'll be right back.
You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call him today at 1-800-850-4661. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop. Robinson Gas, downtown Ross Street, Heflin, Alabama is your gas headquarters for this area. They have water heaters. They also have on-demand water heaters, furnaces, gas logs, fireplaces, all major appliances. Hey, they got routine delivery on them appliances too. 24-hour emergency service. They also lease their tanks. They got a special going on right now for the summer. It's called the Summer Fill. Your gas is $179.9 during the summer fill. They also have what they call a prepaid fill. It's $189.9. If you don't have all the money, Mark's got a deal for you. 20% down, you got 3 months to pay. Contact Mark Robinson, one of his staff today. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey everybody, let me tell you about a place you got to visit. Just opened up, 518 Main Street, downtown Oxford, Alabama. Another's Treasures. They have antique, collectibles, and interior consignments. They also have some of the people from the Heritage Antique Mall in consignment in there now. Give them a call today at 832-9950. They have lamps, they've got tools, they got anything antique that you're looking for. Guarantee you they'll have it in there. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6 p.m., Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. If you want to go out for the eating or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Let me tell you about 2 family-owned businesses right here in Oxford, Alabama. Oxford Picture Framing, Snow Street, Oxford, Alabama. Allison Short says bring anything by that you need framed from American flags, keepsake pictures. She can do it. Also, Lee Kerr, Oxford Self-Storage, Madison Road, Oxford, Alabama. He has storage buildings from 5x10 to 20x10. He also has climate control buildings, 12 security cameras at all time, high tech. Contact Ron Wilkins, the manager. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway